So just bring the feet apart about hips width or a little closer together. Palms forward, heart lifts, and let's just settle into our stance here. Mountain pose. So we're grounded down into the feet, lifting up through the crown of the head. Our legs are strong to support us, as well as our belly. Belly strong, hug that belly in. Lift the heart, but soften the shoulders away from the ears. And feel free to close the eyes. And we'll just start to connect with the breath. If it's possible, breathing in and out of the nose. Otherwise, whatever's just most comfortable for you, for the breath. And just noticing the breath as it comes in and it comes out. So really just watch the breath here for about a few more rounds of breath in our mountain pose. If you're just coming in, welcome. Welcome to your Friday yoga. All right, let's go ahead and open the eyes and we'll start to move with the breath. So as you inhale, take the arms up. We'll take our left hand around the right wrist and give a little tug as you lean over to the left, stretching our right side body. You may need to take your feet a little wider here, but really think about pressing down into the opposite foot. So that right foot, press down and then lift up a bit more over to the left. Beautiful, come back to center and then we'll switch, other side, just reaching around the left wrist, reach up and over to the right as we press down into that left foot. Belly is in strong. One more full breath here. And then on your inhale, come to center. Exhale, we'll release the arms and swan dive forward. So feel free to bend the knees, go nice flat back, reaching the heart forward, and we'll come into a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you'd like. Let the head go. You can take this into a rag doll. And if we don't want our head below the heart, you can use a chair or a wall. I love the chair option here for this fold. Resting your arms on the back of the chair and then the forehead on the arms. So that could be a great option if we don't want to come to the floor as well. We can keep with that chair. Let's do another couple breaths here. We might sway a bit side to side, front to back. Shake out the head, yes, no. And on your next inhale, let's take halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins, heart forward, and exhale. Plant the hands, step back into plank. We're gonna lower all the way down to the belly here. So feel free to lower the knees first and then lower down to the belly through chaturanga. So elbows hugging in. We're gonna flow a little bit with cobra. So make sure the pelvis is down, tops of the feet down. When you're ready, lift the heart off of the floor. Maybe pressing into the hands a little bit, and then exhale, release. A few more times with the breath. Inhale, lift the chest off the floor, press into the pelvis, the tops of the feet, and exhale, lower down. Once again, come on up. Maybe coming up a little higher, and then hold here. Let's take the gaze over the right shoulder, center, the gaze over the left shoulder, center. Feel free to lower down a little more if you need. Again, over the right shoulder, center, over the left, center, and release. Chest to the floor, press up and back. You choose now, down dog or child's pose. Take it back. Let's breathe in either one of those or somewhere in between. Maybe puppy pose where our knees are down on the floor, but our booty's lifted and our heart reaching. Wherever you are here, breathe. In, breathe out. Couple more breaths. Let's, on your next inhale, gaze forward in between the hands. We'll walk, step, or jump the feet as you exhale. to meet the hands. And then a halfway lift at the top of the mat, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up to standing. You can roll up or reverse swan dive, flat back, arms out. And we'll release the hands into that mountain pose once again. All right, let's flow a little quicker with the breath. Inhale those arms. We're going to take the side stretch. So hand around the right wrist, reach up and over to the left, just for the exhale. And then inhale, come to center, switch hands. Exhale, other side. Side bend. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, open those arms, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, heart forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Lower to the belly. As you inhale here, we'll lift into cobra. You might come up a little higher, shoulders down, lift the heart forward and up. And lower the chest, press up and back, down dog or child's pose. Breathe, few breaths here. This is considered our rest, our opportunity to check in with the body, the breath, our thoughts, our emotions, where we at, how we feeling, our energy level. Let's take an inhale as we gaze forward in between the hands from our down dog. We'll walk, step, or jump the feet forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing, roll up or flat back. And we'll release those arms. All right, moving on. We're going to sink into chair. Uttanasana, chair pose. Sinking the booty back into that imaginary chair. As the belly hugs in, our arms might extend up or maybe lowering. Cactus arms or hands to heart center, but focus on those legs. Sit back into the heels, lift the heart, belly in once again. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to take it into a twist. So bring those hands in front of the heart. As you exhale next, twist to the right. You may hook your elbow. You may open the arms. And again, sink the weight into the heels. Sink the booty back. Maybe lift the gaze towards the right a little more. One more full breath. Come back to center, chair, still in those chair legs, hands to heart center. We're twisting to the other side. Twist left. Hook the elbow, if it's accessible, to the outer thigh. Maybe open the arms from there, or just work that twist, that rotation. You might not hook anything. Working the core and the twist. One more, two more breaths. Weight into the heels. Come back to center as you inhale, and we'll straighten the legs. Reach the arms up, maybe lift the gaze, slight back bend here. Push the hips forward a bit. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, heart forward, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Chaturanga, so elbows close to the body. We lower to the belly, or feel free to hover. And then take it into cobra or up dog. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. From our down dog, right leg lifts. And we'll step the foot forward. Setting up for crescent lunge. So we can be on the ball of the back foot or back knee down. Come on up, arms overhead. Again, always the option to have straight arms, cactus arms, or hands at heart center. Couple more breaths. Maybe start to lift the gaze. And we'll give you the option to open the heart a bit more. Stay here or interlace the fingers behind the back. Or you could just bring your hands to your lower back and work that heart opening, squeezing elbows towards one another behind you as you lift the heart and the gaze. One more breath here. Release the back bend, take those arms back overhead, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, Plant the left hand. We're taking it into a twist from here. Right arm reaches up, maybe lift the gaze, maybe lower that back knee down, either or. Couple breaths here. And then keep it in this twist. We'll lower the back knee down if it's not already. And then bend the back knee. This is an option. Reaching that right hand back for the foot, maybe hugging the heel in, getting that quad stretch here. I know it can be intense. Quad stretch, hip flexor. Or you could just stay into that twist, working the twist, or reach back for that foot. Couple more breaths. Twisting and opening to the right, no matter what position you're in there. Yes, looking good. Release the twist. Take both hands to the floor. We'll step it back, down dog. Couple breaths. From there, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward. Find your crescent lunge, other side. Come on up. Back knee down or lifted. Hip square forward. So right hip forward, left hip back. Let's take it into that back bend. When you're ready, hands come to the lower back or interlace fingers. Behind, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Open that chest. Open the front of the body. Countering all of the work when we're driving or on our phone or on our computer. We're opening, countering that position. Beautiful, release. Take those arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches, find your twist. Lunge twist. Back knee could lower down. Keep it lifted, couple breaths. Maybe lift the gaze. And then stay here. You could lower the knee, back knee down. Reach back for the foot, bend the knee, reach for the foot. Breathe into that quad. And keep twisting towards the left, either variation. One more full breath here. It helps to give the foot, that back leg, a little shake if you have the foot, and then reach the heel in. Kind of gives the leg permission to release. All right, release the hand forward. Step back, down dog. Or as always, child's pose is available. Either or. All right, from down dog, we'll gaze forward. Walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to standing. Roll up or flat back. All right, we're gonna flow with that a little quicker. So same sequence, same poses, but we'll flow with the breath. So doing your best. Let's sink into that chair. We can bring the hands to the heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's twist to the right. We'll only be here for the exhale. So twist to the right, maybe open the arms. As you inhale, come back to center, hands together in front of the heart. And then exhale, twist to the left. Full exhale. Next inhale, come back to center. Straighten the legs, reach those arms up, lift the gaze. And then exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, heart forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Reach that heart forward as you lower down. Cobra or up dog, heart lifts. Down dog, press it back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward. Come on up, crescent lunge, inhale. Now we open the chest, reach behind the lower back or interlace the fingers, exhale. Inhale, open up, lift the gaze. Exhale, release. And we'll just take those hands to the floor. Inhale, twist, our lunge twist, right arm reaches, inhale. If you want to take it further, back knee lowers, reach back for that foot. Exhale. Inhale here, twist. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step back, down dog. Other side, left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Reach behind the back. Exhale. Open the heart. Inhale, lift the gaze. Release as you take that right hand to the floor. Exhale, setting up for our twist. Lunge twist, left arm reaches, lifts. Exhale, lower back knee can lower down here. Maybe bend the knee, reach for the foot. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, release, plant the hands. Step back, down dog or child's pose. Breathe. Take that in. Again, our check-in. Physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. And in these few breaths, you might just have one or two of those things that you're scanning or noticing. All right, from our down dog, gaze forward. Walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up into standing. And we're going to move on with that chair twist. So we're going to do a twisted crow. Optional, as always, but we're going to give it a little try. So sink into that chair. We're going to start the same way we have been going here. So we'll twist to the right. Get ready here. Twist to the right. You could hook the elbow. And again, we're maybe working this twist, maybe opening the arms. Or we take our hands over to the right, hands about shoulder width apart. And then you take the right knee to the back of the left arm. So we're going to twist. So right knee to the back of the left arm. And you might take your right hip to the right arm for a little leverage, and then maybe pick up the feet from there. So wherever you are, a couple more breaths. Let me see ya. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Feel free to straighten the legs, but we'll take it into the other side. So when you're ready, sink back into that chair. Twist to the left. Hook the elbow. Perfect to stay here and just work the twist. Or maybe just take the hands over to the left and just kind of see how much we have to twist to get there. And then you take the outside of that left knee as high up on the front arm here as possible. And then maybe tip over to the left, pick up your feet, find a balance. Let me see ya. Yes, Kristen, beautiful. Nice, Lorraine, Jenny, Lisa. Yes, Anne-Marie, couple more breaths here. And even if you just start to kind of lean over, the idea of it, right? Kind of lean over into the hands. All right, let's go ahead, release, straighten those legs. Reach the arms up, inhale. Let's swan dive forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Vinyasa through or not. You can meet us in down dog. And the vinyasas are just a great way to reset the body from that balance, that strength. Now we're going to get a little bit more stretchy. So we're kind of reset, and that could look like a cat-cow as well, if that feels better on the body. So from our down dog, let's right leg left. Exhale, step the foot forward. Back knee lowers down. We're going to take it into a half split. So reach those hips back as the front leg straightens. You can lift your toes here, and then square the hips. So left hip forward, right hip back. So we're going to stay here, or take it into full split if you want. I use blocks in the full split. So I'll show you that version. If you have blocks, take them on either side of the hips. So you could just stay in this half split, just working, lengthening the spine, folding over the front leg, and blocks work great as well there. Or we start to take it further by walking that heel forward. And I like to take it off of my mat on the carpet here so I can slide a little bit easier. Now the key here is to keep hips square. So it's not the cheerleader split where our back hip opens. We want to keep hips square. So that's where the hip flexor comes into play. Slight bend in this front leg as it straightens, front knee, and the blocks on either side of the hips. And you might lower the blocks to flat, or you might be able to reach the fingertips to the floor. I love the blocks. They're kind of my safety net here. One more breath wherever you are. We keep shoulders over the hips until we make it all the way down to the floor. All right, if you're in the full split, really engage lower belly and start to pull up as you scissor the legs back together and step back into our down dog. If you're in the half split, bend the knee, plant the hands forward, step it back, breathe. All right, other side, left leg lifts, inhale, exhale, step the foot forward, back knee lowers, front leg straightens, take those hips back. So the toes can lift and then we square hips, right hip forward, left hip back. And it's that scissoring of the legs. Imagining your legs as scissors coming together here in this funky position. All right, stay here, start to set up those blocks on either side of the hips, and we can start to work the heel forward, maybe coming off of the mat so you can slide a bit more. Keeping those hips square. And I keep my back toes tucked under. That helps me keep my hips square. If I come to that flat, the top of the foot, I tend to start to open that right hip. So right hip forward, left hip back, wherever you are, either variation, and we'll take a couple more breaths. And I was a cheerleader, so I know all about the cheerleader split, a dancer as well through school. So it took a while for me to get out of that cheerleader split and really understand the yoga split. All right, so when you're ready, engage lower belly, pull up, and step back. Down dog, shake that out. And let's lower to the knees. Keep the thighs together here and rest the belly on top of the thighs. Let the head go and the arms reach back. Really round the back here. Let the shoulders kind of fall forward. And take some deep breaths into the lower back, the back of the heart. And on your next inhale, go ahead and start to roll up. Let the head come up last as we come to sitting on the heels. Stay here sitting on the heels or tuck the toes under. Get an extra bonus stretch for the feet. As we take eagle arms here, this will be our last stretch, and then we'll take it into our candle meditation. But we'll take our arms out. Inhale. Left arm underneath, right arm underneath left. Sorry, trying to mirror you. Hands could come to the shoulders, or we wrap the arms around. And we'll do the other side, so no big deal if I just messed you up. All right, and then the elbows lift in line with the shoulders, fingers pointing up. Take a couple breaths. So this really opens up the back of the heart. And you might move the elbows up and down a little, find a sweet spot to breathe into. Maybe take the neck into it a bit, head gently side to side. And unravel, release, and extend the arms out, and we'll just switch up to the other side. So other arm underneath, hands can come shoulders, or wrap those arms around. And it might not ever come to where you get your palms together. So if that's not happening, no worries. Elbows up in front of the shoulders, or kind of move up and down. One more full breath. And please come out of the feet if, if we're in panic mode there. Come out of the feet. And unravel those arms, shake them out. All right, let's find a comfortable seat. You can stay sitting on the heels here or cross leg. We'll find our candle, and we'll use our candle for our meditation for the last few minutes here. If you don't have a candle, we can visualize, and that's just as great. So just placing the candle in front of you so that you can bring your gaze comfortably to the flame. And we'll sit up tall, shoulders away from the ears, ground down into your seat as you lift up through the crown of the head. And we'll bring our gaze onto the flame. If you're just coming in for yin, feel free to join us. We'll do a meditation here for the last couple minutes. So just keeping your eyes and your gaze soft, but keeping them open on the flame. If we don't have a candle, close the eyes and visualize that flame, the colors, the movement, even almost the temperature. You can feel almost the heat from that flame. So watching it dance around, move around, noticing the colors that are present, and then as it dances around, maybe show up a little bit more. And when other thoughts start to creep in, just keep coming back to this right here, right now, this flame, this movement, this heat, these colors. Keeping our eyes on the flame, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. And this is definitely one we can spend a little more time on, so feel free to stay here. We're going to move on into our yin. We'll bring our palms together in front of the heart. Namaste. If you're headed out, We can get a Shavasana in, lie on your back. We will start yin with a butterfly position. So up to you. You can be seated in a butterfly or come onto your back. So that could be a nice little Shavasana as well if you want to get that in here. And I'm going to welcome if you're just coming in.